Okay, continuing down our deployment path. Here on the right, we have our Flowise deployment, which is still up, healthy, and not crashing anymore because we fixed that issue with our paths. Langflow is actually a bit simpler. It's the same process. We're going to start it off with a template. Again, very different things here. AlphaSec's version offers an ephemeral instance, meaning this will not persist data in between sessions. So choose this, lose your data, up to you. We're going to use Gabriel's template because it does have Postgres as its database. Here we see a quick write-up. If you do want to investigate further all of these templates, I have a link back to the GitHub that it's coming from. Let's go ahead and click deploy, select our organization and call it Langmasters, Langflow, Railway. Sounds good. You'll notice here the difference is that it's not asking for any env variables up front, but we will still have them and need to fill them out once we get the deploy up. I'm going to click deploy and start the same process. If you only want to do the Flowise part of the course, or you're only interested in working with Flowise or interested working with Langflow, feel free to skip. There are major and minor differences between Langflow and Flowise. But truth be told, once you get up to a certain level of understanding and you are sort of intermediate and advanced in being able to create these flows, you really can get by and get around and accomplish very similar things on both platforms. All right, welcome back. Our Langflow deployment is up successfully. Here we actually had no crashes because it was a little bit of a simpler push. For reinforcements, let's go ahead and rename from our tiny force. Great name for starters, tiny but mighty force. Let's go with Langmasters, Langflow.app, or whatever you want, right? This is completely arbitrary, and we are just doing this for demo purposes. Here you have a Postgres DB. If you're familiar with this, you don't need any explanation. If you're not, please read up on it. This is not a course on that. You will see the preset env variables here, but what we want to do is go into our main service. You can tell by the icons exactly where you're at. Go into your Langflow service and open your env file. As of the latest, I believe it's version 0. It actually says that. Starting from version 0.5, Langflow has introduced finally an admin login mechanism. So both Flowise and Langflow now allow us to secure our instances. And this we can do through various ways. Essentially, basically either run our links in private or our URLs in private, or add env variables, which will trigger the signup or login flow anytime somebody tries to access the instance. To set this up inside our file before we even try to access it, let's go ahead and add these credentials and the necessary strings to get them set up. So we will grab Langflow auto login. This essentially is very simple. We are able to persist our logged in session. I would advise that, you do that, because I noticed Langflow is pretty, if you don't have that on, I did have it on false on my main production instance, and it logged me out pretty frequently. It was just inconvenient. So keep it auto login, especially for the course. Super user, we'll go with Langmasters. Next, we will want to add our super user password. And yeah, let's go with, what was it? Chicken big 123, which is great. And then we're also going to do a Langflow secret key. This is another arbitrary value that you can set to whatever you want. This is just a random string. All of this stuff will be changed and completely redone. And then Langflow new user is active. Yeah, you can do false here, and that will trigger a special sign up flow. But for our purposes, we're just going to set that to true. So once we add these, as you can see, there are additional instructions here. This is the official documentation from Langflow. If you do have experience working with LangChain directly, Langflow will be much more familiar to you because it's essentially a direct derivative of LangChain. Flowise is built on top and written in a completely different language. The really cool thing about the latest Langflow is now we get this pretty looking sign-up window. We even have an admin page, some profile settings. They randomize the avatars, so it's all gravy. Okay, so we are up and running with our private Langflow instance hosted on Railway. We have a Postgres database and a volume attached to it, so we're fully persisting data and don't have to worry about anything. We just shut down the app or leave it running. Everything is going to stay as it should in a standard SaaS dashboard. Here we can quickly check our variables. In the previous video, we looked at setting the auto login and the user is active to true. I switched these out to false and redeployed really quick. So now we're going to get to see what this authentication flow looks like. If we navigate to the settings of the deployment, we see our link provided by Railway. You can change this to whatever you want, and it will change only the slug before railway.app, or you can add a completely custom domain and map it to whatever you want. So I'm going to click here, and here we are. We're going to log in, Langmasters, chicken big 123, sign in, and there we are. So we are logged in. We do have a admin page. Currently, we're the only super user. We can add new users, and we will be looking at all of the other additional features in subsequent videos. See you soon.